Hey everybody, it's your online singing coach back again today with a new reaction and analysis. Today reacting to one of the best songs in the last 50 years, I would argue. Such a fan of U2 and Bono, and we are going to get into all the things that make Bono's delivery of this song so incredible. Here we go. That bass. Very forward. Trying to get the mix right here. Okay.
See the stone set in your eyes. See the thorn twist in your side. I'll wait for you. Sleight of hand and twist of fate. On a bed of nails she makes me wait. And I wait without you. With or without you. With or without you.
Y'all, there is so much in this vocal performance so far that just makes you, that just grabs you and pulls you in and says you are mine for the next 4 minutes and 52 seconds. I mean, the song is amazing. The songwriting is amazing. The band, the production. This is one of those songs that's just never going to age. It doesn't have any elements to the recording that sound dated or anything like that. But I'm really not diving into that today. I'm going all in with Bono's vocals. So here we go. Let's talk about some of the things. And that's one of the things that's so great about this first section is the soft tone. He's adding a fair amount of breath to his vocal. You can actually hear his voice shift into the breathy tone. For example, on a bed of nails, just check out this line. He starts out in a very full tone, and then you can hear him say, wait, I want to make this really breathy, aching, yearning. So on a bed, or all a full resonant tone. And then he gets to that breathy tone on nails. Listen to that shift there in his voice. Not only is it breathy for the rest of that phrase, but I love these slides. These expressive slides on a bed of nails. And then you can also hear a touch of it's just a touch of fry at some of the beginnings of the phrases. Let's listen to that specific phrase.
Sleight of hand and twist of fate. On a bed of nails she makes me wait.
Yes, that. Another thing I want to point out is how he closes up the you for you. So you can hear the word going into his mouth instead of out of his mouth. I just think it's something interesting about the vocal delivery. Just listen to the you real fast.
I'll wait for you.
It's like it becomes a hum. I won't analyze every single phrase, I promise. But I just want to really show you how even in this first section of the song, his vocal is so expressive. There's no high notes, there's no belting, there's no riffs. None of that's needed. It starts with that beautiful tone, and he's delivering a beautiful, warm, resonant tone. I love hearing these warm, low notes in his voice. But see the storm. There's another beautiful slide on the word storm. And I also want to point out, yes, given it might be an accent thing, but I have so many singers that I work with that just love to overpronounce R's. See the storm. And it just isn't conducive to beautiful singing. There are situations where an overpronounced R works, particularly in country music, but generally softer R's are more pleasant to hear. So the word storm, thorn, soft R's, just listen to how he sings those, and we will continue.
See the stone set in your eyes, see the thorn Sleight of hand and twist of fate. On a bed of nails she makes me wait. And I wait without you.
Again, the you.
With or without you.
And again, a little fry there.
With or without you.
And super breathy there. So this is kind of a Bono thing in this particular song. He's starting with or without you. He's starting a lot with that fry sound, and he's adding breath, and he's closing up the ends of the phrases. That's a lot in just a couple phrases here. Just setting up the song. That's a lot of vocal expression. I love it.
Through the storm we reach the shore. You gave it all, but I want more. And I'm waiting for you.
I can hardly hear the ting that time.
With or without you. With or without you. I can't live. With or without you.
So gorgeous. Yes, that first lift is so beautiful, so unexpected after all this warmth, this low end, this softness. And now that sudden beautiful lift in the writing is so gorgeous. But aside from that, he makes this first one so delicate and vulnerable sounding in his voice. This first lift, it isn't about showing off. It isn't about belting. He's already said the phrase with or without you several times in this song. But here the stakes have been raised due to this lift. It's adding some intensity. It's adding some tension. And he's making a very deliberate flip into falsetto on that one. He just wants it to sound vulnerable, sensitive, emotional, and all of that's coming through. Now there's one more Bono-ism that pops up really for the first time right here, and that's an audible exhale, end of phrase. It's an aspirated release of phrase. Bono is a king of this, and it is such awesome, sexy sounding vocal style. It's on the word I can't live. Just check that out.
With or without you, I can't live.
Right there.
With or without you.
Close to you again.
And you give yourself away. And you give yourself away. And you give. And you give. And you give yourself away.
Yes! Ooh, I'm gonna save that huge inhale to start up this next section. Yeah, so what Bono's doing in this first chorus, as well as the first verse, he's really dipping between full voice and breathy voice. Very, very much so in the span of one phrase. He's going full breath. Something like that just keeps the listener engaged rather than a steady flow here. I don't think it's jagged or disjointed at all. I think it's this beautiful flow and ebb, just like ocean waves. I love it. There's another aspirated release in that section. We won't go back to it because I want to get to this big old inhale. This might have been subconscious or unconscious when he recorded it, but I also feel there's a very good chance it was very deliberate. If not deliberately done by Bono, deliberately kept in the mix during the mixing process here because it's powerful. It's like another swell that's ready to turn into a big old wave. Listen to how this inhale shapes the next section of the song.
And you give, and you give, and you give yourself away. My hands are tied, the body bruised. She got me with nothing to win and nothing
real fast for that section there. This is another one I want to point out for my singers, which is the vowel modification on the word give. And you give, he's not doing it like that until the third one. He's opening, he's changing the vowel shape. And you give. Now you notice the tone gets louder when that vowel gets changed. He's able to give a little more when he opens his mouth to that vowel shift, just giving it more intensity, more feeling, simply by adapting that vowel a little bit.
And you give, and you give, and you give yourself away, with or without you.
Woo!
With or without you, I can live.
Woo!
With or without you.
Oh my gosh, don't worry, we'll backtrack a bit so that there's no pause before this next big moment. But there's so much divine singing in what we just heard. So incredible expression. People, it is not always about technique. In fact, technique is a very small part of being an amazing singer. Expression trumps everything. The slide, cry, exhale. It's all just, it is a cry. It's like, I can't live with or without you. It is such a cry of exasperation, of despair, of heartache, of confusion, confliction. I feel all of it in that with or without you.
With or without you. With or without you, I can live.
There's a little girl there.
With or without you.
And the same thing on the live. I can live. Same thing. It's like, like just imagine if it was a straight tone. I can live. It's just like, we want that. It's like we start to crave it. We start to crave it at some point in the song. Give me more of that sadness, that agony. He is giving it to us with that slide. He sustains and he slides. As you can feel the pain, you can feel the agony. The release of that note is like someone's been holding you up and then they drop you to the floor. That's the feeling. You're like, It's so intense. All done in the vocal performance. Amazing. Okay, I won't stop him this time. Let's get to the climax.
With or without you. With or without you, I can live. With or without
left in the vocal here. So before we get to it, let's talk about that climax. I mean, I kind of don't really have to explain why that works so well. It's been this incredible build to this moment all the way through from that very beginning. Let's think back to the very beginning, the soft tones, the warmth, the low end. And suddenly we're up here in a much higher register and he is belting it for his life. He is singing with every ounce of his soul on this O. And I love too when it's a word that actually has no meaning per se. O, it's actually just a letter of the alphabet. But he is giving it everything. And that's music. That is the soul of music. The word doesn't, it can mean anything. Here, the O is an exclamation point to the whole song. And he is giving us all the exclamation points, just belting it out. Full voice, powerful, expressive, and such a payoff after the slow build all the way through the song. And of course I will shout out to the whole band because it's been created by the whole group, but again, I just love too, like, look, it's such a simple setup. We've got a bass, we've got a guitar, we've got a drum, we've got a vocalist. There's nothing else. And how does this song get so huge with just a few instruments? This is the part that everybody sings along to if they haven't from the very beginning of the song. You can't resist jumping in and screaming it out with him. It feels so good. It's a release. It's amazing. Let's go back to that moment and we'll continue to the end. We just have some falsettos, some nice little light, delicate falsettos at the end, and the band, they take us home. Wow. Yes, that vocal is everything. That song is everything. I cherish this song that it was created and given to us because it's such an amazing song. Such an amazing song, such an amazing performance. I can only imagine what it's like to have a song, not just a song, a huge collection of songs that so many people in the world know and love. Anyway, yeah, just a recap of Bono's isms. He does a lot of that fry onset. He does those amazing slides. He does the aspirated releases. He really plays with dynamics within a phrase, not just within sections of a song. There's so much dynamic variance. Heavy, light, or full voice, breathy voice. He has a very resonant tone when he brings it out into that fuller voice, and when he gets into that breathier tone or head voice or falsetto, and he wants to sound vulnerable, he's able to take away some of that rich resonance to deliver that vulnerability in its place. I love the warmth of the low range in Bono's voice. It is so beautiful. And I also love how he's still able to wail it out on the high end. There's a reason the song is a classic and is dear to so many of our hearts. I hope you enjoyed watching this with me. If you did, please be sure to hit subscribe. Let me know in the comments which other U2 songs you'd like me to react to or other classics. Thank you so much again, and I'll see you next time.